Welcome back to the ESL Pro League. T-Squared and Ryu hanging out at the Xfinity desk. We want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Kingwin, for making this season possible. Thank you so much for your continued support. Also, guys, the Intel Extreme Masters returns to the Bay Area for the third season in a row. Join us at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, November 19th through the 20th for some stadium-level competition in League of Legends and CSGO. For more information on that, IntelExtremeMasters.com is your destination. But we're talking about EchoFox and we're talking about C9. Are they finally going to be able to hand them their first loss? They're now 16-0 after beating Splice.
Yep, so they actually had a tough map against Splice earlier in the night. That was on the other stream. They went 16-13. So a little bit closer than I think most people would expect, and they ended up 16-2 in the second map. So maybe just a little bit of a slow start. I know jet lag and C9, those two things kind of go together as a previous issue that they had. And so maybe just getting back from overseas took them a little bit to get fired up. But a 16-2 win to carry up against, to carry into this next map against EchoFox is pretty good. And really, really hot team, really scary online. They've made it to the semifinals or finals of pretty much all of these offline events. I don't know that EchoFox is going to be able to put a loss in the column for C9.
One could say when you're so high up in the clouds, it's hard to come down, I guess.
They could say that.
But let's take a look at the C9 roster overall. Again, you know, Stewie, he's the best player in North America, as you say right now, but no surprises here. Nothing. Shroud, Stewie 2K, Skadoodle, and Automatic. Automatic really fitting in nicely.
Yeah, I guess I do need to make an apology to ODeeg for calling Stewie the best player. As long as ODeeg exists, he's actually in the ODeeg League. He literally has his own league. It's a division above the Pro League. Obviously, I'm kidding. But Stewie playing incredible Counter-Strike. Definitely playing. He's playing, can still, like, he's the most confident player in the world. And I completely agree with the Bears in that confidence is really important. When you take these peaks, when you commit to a fight, you want to do so feeling and knowing in your head, like, I'm going to win this. And
can't play scared.
Can't play scared. You can't play not to lose, right? You have to play to win. And Stewie's attitude, mindset, and skill set just align so beautifully that his aggressive style doesn't get punished, and the risk-reward tends to work out in his favor. And
they're going to be going up against EchoFox. Two members on EchoFox, formerly members of C9, Freakazoid, Shazam, Sean Gares, RYX, and Roka. And what do you think? What do you think here? Who's going to go big for you know, Shazam? Is it going to be Shazam? Is it going to be Freakazoid?
There's actually, so that's interesting. Sean Gares, Shazam, and Freakazoid have all been on Cloud9 at one point. So actually 3/5 of that roster. Yeah, that people are calling this like Sean's rebuilding of a C9 kind of mutant. I think Shazam has to play extremely well if they're going to have a chance, because they're playing Dust2 followed by Dust2. It's just an Aupers map. There's so many angles that are common. When we watched EchoFox play against Energy on this map, Shazam was completely neutralized. It seemed like God B, and we just saw that the performance, when they're prepared, they do a lot of work. And the flashbangs kind of kept putting Shazam in an angle where he was super uncomfortable. He would have to fall off of that game helper corner, watching the catwalk cross, falling back to long. I would be very curious to see if C9 does that. I feel like C9 might just come out swinging and say, like, we're just going to dominate you all over the map. But Shazam can be the answer if he's not pushed back, flashed off, and neutralized early.
Now, since it's going to be back-to-back Dust2 squared, I'm really curious to see.
Is that Dust 4?
Or Dust 4? Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of Dust today going on, but three out of the 4 maps that we've seen. But I'm really curious because we have different takes on this. On if the team wins the first map, I would just assume that they're going to win the second map. But you think that that's not necessarily the case? No,
it's definitely not the case. Sean makes great adjustments. So if EchoFox loses map 1, I feel like they have a good chance to win map 2, as weird as that sounds.
Well, we'll find out. The players are already getting ready in the lobby, so I'm going to throw it on over to the casters. We got the Bears and Moses. Welcome back, Moses.
Thanks, man. I feel like, did I just hear Ryu call EchoFox mutants a second ago?
I think I heard a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's watched X-Men last movie. I don't know.
The Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, yes.
That's also Cutler's nickname.
Oh, yeah?
That's what he wants to be called, the Apocalypse.
Well, he has to earn that name.
Yeah, he does have to earn it. He hasn't been doing that lately, but welcome to Pro League, obviously. We are going to get started with Cloud9 versus EchoFox. And while they might not be mutants, they're correct. And, you know, there's been a couple of people, myself included, who have said that this EchoFox lineup is like a poor man's Cloud9. It just seems restructured very similarly. Obviously, different play styles of the aggressiveness of some of the Cloud9 players recently who have been in pretty crazy form.
This is true, but they are in the E-League, so they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, they just got back from. Oh, you mean EchoFox?
EchoFox, yes.
Yeah. That was sick. That was over Liquid as well. So speaking of which, might have to open a missing persons case for Team Liquid. Put them on a milk carton, something. I don't know where they've been. We haven't really seen them since Cologne.
I know. I don't know what they've been doing behind the scenes, but in matches they're not showing up. They're not playing to their full potential, and you know it's kind of a letdown in a way.
A little disheartening.
You expect them to be like a top 3, top 4 team,
Yeah.
at least, and they're just kind of.
Well, definitely in the region. As it stands now, they're down at what I believe it's like 7th place in Pro League. I could be wrong, give or take one. But we are getting into this one. Speaking of rankings in Pro League, Cloud9 is undefeated at the moment. And they are obviously the first seed, and EchoFox actually with a good chance. They're in the 5th seed here, so they're in the playoffs at the moment and playing well. Shazam especially has been just a sick performer for this team. He's been massively important to their success.
It's all about that op game, Jason. This is an op map. We're gonna see a lot of op.
I was gonna say no better time to have your opper just be a badass than Dust2. So we'll see how that goes.
Looks like Cloud9, they're doing like a 2-2-1 setup. The bomb is outside B tunnels, so maybe they're going to do a B split because they do have 2 smokes and 3 flashes.
Yeah, they have everything open to them. It's just the bomb and tunnel, so it's a little exposed, but no one's pushing it quite yet. So there's the late mid smoke, and now, oh, that's a good pick. I mean, Sean at the window, he's got to at least fall back, but he gets taken out immediately. An automatic. He's a little late in spotting Roka, who is similarly also very slow in reacting to that kind of a situation. And with Stewie chiming in with the flank off of Catwalk, it's now a 4-on-2, and this seems all over. There's still a smoke and an HE nade on the Cloud9 side of things, an automatic. This is a guy who's been stellar since he was picked up by Cloud9. When he was brought in, I think people were saying, you know, he just is going to fit in well. He's going to fill a role that they need, that they're lacking. But he's proven to be more than that. He has been a star on this team recently.
Yeah, he's been hitting shots. He's been having a lot of kills, all these matches, and it usually takes, you know, a couple weeks to even a month for a person to get used to a team's play style. But with automatic, he's just fit right in. He's right in, and it seems like it's the missing piece that Cloud9 needed.
You certainly can't argue with the results, can you?
Yeah.
Well, either way, the pistol round easily goes towards Cloud9 with some very, very swift opening kills. Investment from EchoFox as well. Armor, they have a couple deagles, upgraded pistols. Shazam, the Opper, has bought nothing, which is pretty standard for someone who wants to be that dedicated, wants to have that on the 4th round. So we'll have the Op with armor and everything. So Cloud9 just going to try and minimize any damage they take in the 2nd round.
So yeah, you got EchoFox. They have 4 people towards long A. I like this because if you buy pistols armor, it's a lot of investment, especially on a map like Dust2, where you know it's long range battles. So they want to kind of force them into a long A setup, and if they hit B, then they could just save all the armor and guns.
Yeah, that is the other benefit with this kind of a stack, is if it is a B hit, they're just like, oh, well, we'll just save it for the next round. Either way, Skadoodle, he gets surprised, caught off guard. So Shazam playing at a little bit of an off angle. That's a good find. And the response is a very quick B split again. It's just Roka here. He does have a 5-7, and he's in the smoke. This could be dangerous, and he's going to come right through it. There's a pop flash. Now they know he's here, though, and he gets nothing done. There was a small opportunity, and this is where you think maybe EchoFox chooses to just save their pistols for the next round.
Yeah, they should. It's they have a scout, they have armor, they have pistols, and it's a nice read by Cloud9 to instantly hit out mid and go right into a B split. So it was a good strat calling by Cloud9.
Yeah, just a very swift response to that one loss. They didn't even really have information. I mean, you know, Skadoodle sees 2 players over at Railing, but regardless, they just go for it. It works out.
It's on faith, Jason.
It's on faith.
Faith and balls.
Faith and balls. We're back to balls. It's come full circle for your first broadcast. Well, there is, I believe that was a Galil. So a mistake from nothing there, a little bit chasing. And actually, it is a good that Ryu brought this up on the desk with their travels back, the jet lag. This is, you know, this is where you might start to see some of those small mistakes that I don't think nothing makes that at the tournament this past weekend when he's playing in that kind of a situation. But probably a little bit tired coming back from LAN play into an online game. You will see some of those small mental errors creep into their play. So actually, I mean, a pretty strong round it's looking like for EchoFox, all things considered. They still have a Deagle with armor, they have a Galil with armor, and Shazam has a Scout. So they've got 3 pretty dangerous players on the field right now.
Yeah, and Cloud9 is going to kind of do a standard default. They have 2 in the B tunnels. They sit back long and just watch for any pushes or any shenanigans by EchoFox. And I'm surprised that Skadoodle rebought a Scout. Because now if he's next round, he's going to be kind of low on money. And nothing with a nice headshot. And now he brings down a 5-on-4. 5-on-3 in favor of Cloud9.
I mean, let's say that nothing from what we've seen of him. He had a fantastic tournament this weekend at DreamHack Bucharest. He is one player who has benefited massively from Automatic's pickup. He's been at a whole new level in this past month or so than what we saw the rest of the year. So he's at a good place. Cloud9 being patient here. You can see, I mean, nothing. He's alone. The reason why they haven't really gone into this B bomb site is because nothing gotten those 2 kills, but he's alone. So he doesn't want to commit into that site all on his own with an AK-47. Instead, they'll send the UMP just to kind of scout out this A site. It's done some damage, and it looks like they want to continue, but Stewie, somehow he hasn't died, but he does get 2 kills out of it, and there's Rix. He's going to salvage an AK-47. And you would imagine at least Stewie with his UMP would try and chase this down, but they definitely don't want to give up an AK-47 for free.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to try to chase him down slowly. He's checking the angles. He's low on HP, though, so a bullet will kill him, and Rix does kill him. So they spot him, and nothing in Shroud are fast pushing this mill. They're going to flank behind Rix and cut off this AK. So there's no way this guy's going to save the AK unless... I
actually think he will. I think at this point, Cloud9 is going to say, we don't want to risk losing any AK-47s. The only other gun that they'd be willing to give up is that Scout, which is terrible for having to clear it.
You're right.
So they're just going to say, all right, you have an AK. Congratulations.
That's true. Good point, Jason. Welcome back. I missed you.
I missed you too, man. How have things been going?
It's going all right.
You're now in your third, fourth week of casting?
I've lost count.
You've lost count.
I've lost count because, you know, every day I'm thinking of this next day. I'm not thinking about the past. I'm doing it now. In the now, Jason. And you smell great, by the way. People don't know this, but you smell great.
Wonderful.
Like cupcake vape. That's what you smell like.
Well, it is the 4th round now. Back on track. Gonna get this train headed in the right direction. It's gonna be that smoke for Catwalk to land on top of Xbox. There is gonna be a boost. And you know what we call this boost, Eric? It looks like out towards those mid doors. Actually, no, they're not boosting up. It looked like they wanted to, but Sean and Roka decided not to stack up there. Sean, he might have spotted or heard something. He just sprays through the smoke a little bit, might have caught a glimpse. Brings Stewie down to about half HP, but this is highly aggressive from Cloud9. EchoFox has got to be careful because they didn't have Shazam out towards rail, out towards cars. They had him actually on the ramp, so he almost got caught out of position, but he's recovered now.
And it looks like Cloud9 is going to start working up towards Cat. They do blind Shazam long, and he missed a shot, and now he has to fall back towards long. Cloud9 has complete control of Catwalk.
Yeah, it's not the first flash that was important. It was that second one when Shazam goes for that re-peek. That was beautiful. So that forces, I mean, they get the bomb site for free. Now EchoFox really has to decide how they want to go back at this. As long as oh, that might be a little bit crazy. They do a SWAT team, double down, actually triple. 3 players drop down, they grab 2 kills. And actually, Roka's going to be the next one. Pinched upon through the smoke. He does find that kill. And now they're crossing. They've got a real chance here, but nothing. He can cut him off, and he does. He sprays him down long range. And that is beautiful, and that is very fortunate because if just one player gets across, that's a hard defuse to stop. But nice round from nothing.
It was nice timing. He didn't make a noise, and he just snuck right through. Sometimes all you got to do is be a little quiet, you know? You got to be a little quiet. And nice spray. I mean, there's some...
Great control.
Just long-range spray. It's something I'm not that great at.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a pro player.
Is that the one thing?
There's plenty of things I'm not great at.
The rest of your game is just well-rounded.
You know what? I'm not as bad as you think, Jason. Okay? I'm just not that bad.
I don't believe it. I mean, the one critical thing there as well is since they were lined up at that kind of a range, Shazam with that AWP obviously doesn't want to take that shot because his teammate's in the way. And nothing, that's a good flashbang. He gets out.
Looks like they're just playing the default standard. And that last round, it looked like they took a page out of NRG's book because it looked like almost the same setup except for the hop down. You know, they sent 4 Cat.
What do you think of that play to have 3 players drop down and essentially it was a 5-on-5? You like it?
I love it because it completely caught them off guard. I mean, it kind of sucked for them how they all got killed right after that, but it was a great initial play where they caught 2 people off guard and they're like, wait, what? Drop? Huh?
See, I thought that was a little bit crazy.
I like a little crazy. You gotta get a little crazy. That's how you be the champion. You gotta be a little crazy, a little smart, a little patience. You gotta have a mix of everything, Jason. Cloud9 has that right now.
What is the crazy to smart proportion that you need to be a champion?
You gotta be able to...
Is it like 2 parts crazy, 1 part smart? Other way?
Yes. You know, I think 2 parts crazy,
2 parts crazy?
Smart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
All right, well, regardless, Cloud9 is out of this default. They've decided to just go right back towards the B-bomb site. 4 players grouped up. There's going to be 1 player in middle to cut off lurks. That might not matter, though, if they lose too many more players, but good recovery by Automatic. He does get dinked in the process. Stewie's in good spot here. And EchoFox, again, it looks like they don't even want to cross that line. They are cut off by smoke, but they've got armor on Rix and Freakazoid. The shotgun doesn't matter so much because they're going to have the full losing bonus, but, you know, obviously this is a very, very easy upgrade to head armor for just 350 if they can not take any damage.
It's true.
So maybe just chill here in CT spawn and see if Cloud9 exits this way and see if you can get a couple kills.
Yeah, but with Skadoodle in tunnels, I think they're going to exit through the B tunnels, and as they do it, Stewie's helping them clear it, and they're not going to get any guns from
Well,
that.
because Stewie was also in mid that whole time,
Yep.
so he knows no one pushed behind him. He knows it's all clear, so no one can be in T-spawn. So fair play, Cloud9. They're going to be up 5-0.
It shows that Cloud9's been practicing a lot. It shows they've been doing well in tournaments, beating top teams like FaZe and other teams, Envious. It's just, you know, firing on all cylinders lately.
Top teams, and then you go to FaZe and Envious.
Listen, they are still top teams compared to some of the NA teams.
Yeah, that's extremely true.
I mean, you know, VP gave them kind of a little kick-in, but it's a learning experience. Hopefully they learn from that.
Yeah, VP did. Yeah, tough matchup for Cloud9, but a good tournament overall. Double op setup now for EchoFox, and look at this aggression down catwalk. So boost at the corner to spot into lower. We'll see how practiced and prepared they are. One flash will, or that smoke, and actually Stewie peeks a little bit beforehand. So a little bit less discipline. Maybe that's one of those small mental errors that we talked about, you know, earlier on. Not waiting for that smoke to fully plume. Either way, man advantage for EchoFox now as Shazam gets on the board.
Yeah, Shazam has up on the back by car-ish area, just spotting that catwalk, and Rix is pushed out long, and looks like Cloud9 is going to be working towards cat. They don't spot anyone just yet, so they're just kind of lurking around, listening, seeing if they could come up with a game plan. Maybe they're going to take that cat and Freakazoid's in CT spawn, but he's going to, looks like he might just rush back towards A as soon as they sees anything. And I'm surprised that Roke has an up instead of Sean Garris.
Yeah, it is a little bit interesting, but here's the scary part. The first time the strat was done, oh, nice timing from Shazam. Finds it even though he's blind. The second flash forces him back again. Even that third one distracts a little bit, but oh, he's in the fire, he's burning, but he lands the shot anyways. You wanted balls, well, Shazam's got him. And now it's just nothing in Skadoodle in a 2-on-5. That's a good shot. Good start right now. He's got to watch the flank, so Skadoodle's going to be very much alone in this bomb site. He's going to be blind as well. He goes for the timing. It doesn't work. Now he's spotting for a jump, but no one's going to take that risk. Nothing gets one more, but his teammates follow it. Oh, that's a nice shot with the op, but he can't stop this defuse. He's done damage. He should be happy about that because the economy for EchoFox is still weak, and he's going to go for it anyways. Can this land one more? And it doesn't. That's unfortunate. Oh, what? Nothing. Wasn't the diffuser, unfortunately, and he flicks over. Can't land the shot, but so much economic damage is done. Look at how many rebuys that forces.
Why did that shot work and not the other 3 shots that he was doing before? It's
That's
like,
what Nothing's got to be thinking at the moment.
He's like, why didn't that work?
Yeah.
Works for everyone else. But Shazam, after he had these 2 picks, he should not have peeked again. I mean, that's just like, look, where's your teammates? They're not even near the area. Just wait for them at least 5 seconds longer, Shazam. Those little mistakes cost you.
Oh, this is a sick call, too, knowing the economy is so low, just a B-rush. And they've already gotten wide. They've already swung on the bomb site, and EchoFox hasn't been able to stop him. There's Shazam, and they baited out a shot. What a play from Automatic. The entry, and then the follow-up, and all of a sudden this round is over. EchoFox is going to be forced into a hard reset, which means Freakazoid and Rix, these guns are extremely valuable.
Yeah, and Cloud9 with a nice call of rushing B, they kind of caught EchoFox off guard right there. And
well, there's no Molotovs or smoke like that. That's the thing. When they know the economy is that low, they force those 4 rebuys. I mean, you can essentially chalk that round win up to the fact that Nothing gets all those kills right at the end of the last round and just lets one player survive because they can't afford the Molotovs to slow down a B rush.
Yep, and if they would have saved their guns, if Shazam would have stayed alive a little bit, not lost his op, could have saved more of his teammates' guns and armor and stuff, and they could have stopped this round. So even though they won their last round, his death may have cost him this round.
Tough times for EchoFox. It's going to be a 6th round for Cloud9. Looks like maybe with that jet lag, they just want to get to bed. They're just like, let's just end this.
Hey, I mean, it's working.
I mean, this is where it comes. Automatic's able to swing that wide on the site with essentially without being touched. And that's the real danger when players are able to get, you know, swing on the bomb site, especially if you have a player in it, because his support is at doors and at the window. So there's actually, I mean, essentially with those positions, that one player in the bomb site has no support.
Yeah, without nades, Molotovs to slow down the rush, you have to hit your shots. You're going to be in a lot of trouble right there. And it looks like Cloud9 is going to take over this long A. I like it. Use your range. Have AWP.
Do you hear how many flashbangs they just used?
I mean, they want to be safe.
That's insane. They only have 3 left for the rest of the round. It's, I mean, they have a huge advantage against just the pistols, but making sure that anyone defending long is just going to be blind.
It looks like Stewie, he may have, I don't think he hurt anyone, but he spots Sean Garrett, and now they know that they push mid and lower tunnels. Stewie, though, with low HP, he does a smart thing and falls back. So smart by Stewie, but nothing. He was about to take bomb back to B. Now it looks like they're going to swing back towards long.
This is the thing, they almost have to, right? Because with that presence in lower, they have to know Shroud gets caught a little bit unawares, but they have to know that mid control is basically lost. All they have is Shroud spotting it from far back, so long is really the only safe option they have.
Yeah,
and they got to still be wary about these 2 M4s on board.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about, if you have an AWP, just hold long A. You know, make them peek you. You have a pit, you have an advantage, the angle advantage, everything. It looks like Broca's opening through the smoke, but can he get a kill? But no, Shroud, he smells him. He smells him a mile away.
A mile away.
Must be that beard oil that he uses. It's very strong. Roke has a nice beard. He does. It's very cut.
All right.
And I've, you know, I'm a fan of people with nice beards because I can't have one myself. That's why I have this mustache. Support the mustache.
You do have that dirty Chicago mustache going on.
You know, I got to.
That's
like,
super.
I want to support
mustache.
Blue. You know, if he's not 100%, I'm gonna be 100% with him. Okay, I want to band together. That's what we got to do. Band together.
I think you're going to find these days there are very few people willing to band into the mustache hype.
Why is that, Jason?
Many reasons, really.
Many reasons? Is there one you want to share on stream?
No, not really. Not in particular.
I'm curious.
Well, I mean, here's the tough part for EchoFox. That reset, it wasn't just one round. That's a hard reset. So they're going to have to double save again. They do have this M4 still, but I mean, only one of them. They had 2 last round and it didn't really amount to anything. So this time, at least, they're going to do a small half investment. You see Rix buys up armor and a CZ. There's a Deagle purchase on Roka. A little bit of utility on Sean as well as that CZ. So they're trying to find anything they can do just to get a couple guns out of the hands, force some rebuys on the Cloud9 side of themselves.
Yeah. One thing that I've noticed that a lot of top teams have not done that much, or I don't think I've even seen that much at all, is smoking out middle and crushing the B tunnels on a gun round. I'm a big fan of that. I think it's an old school kind of strat, and I think it could work well because these teams are just playing that slow default where they have 1 or 2 people in lower tunnels. You want to kind of cut them off from the rest of the team so they can't just walk up cat, stack cat, you know, and be ready to toss all their nades.
Well, is Rix going to be ready for this? A little bit of a vertical stack. There's one more, and Rix does trade it off. Nothing. It appears he didn't spot Rix at all, so he wasn't prepared for the second play. But either way, they're going to cross long. Good control. One supportive player out back of long just to throw flashbangs up on catwalk to prevent anyone from being able to pinch into the site. There goes Sean. Freakazoid now gets involved, but that's a nice snap from Automatic. Holds it down well. It's going to be a 3-on-2, and Freakazoid's going to push right through the Molotov. Shroud's watching this, but Freakazoid gets it anyways. He gets it blind, and there's Roke on Automatic, so it's all down to Skadoodle, but he's getting aggressive. He's got to be very careful when he lands that shot. That should abate some of the danger, and now he's just got to be safe.
Nice move by Sky right there. He was playing the bomb, he fell back, and he's just going to say, hey, come out, aim me with an AWP along. Do it, I dare you.
Yeah, and he wins that battle. It's obviously when he wants to take that Molotov. You can see Roka here is jumping up to try and maybe take that peek, but that Molotov just kind of slows him down. Doesn't want to run into the fire. Either way, 8th round for Cloud9. Good win from Skadoodle in a 1-on-2. That got very scary for how dominant the start of the round looked.
Yeah, it was a nice move by Freakazoid getting those kills and opening the team and helping also Roka.
This new op sound. What do you make of it? I think of like, this is my boomstick.
Yeah, oh, I like that. I'm kind of whatever about it right now. It's an AWP to me. It should be loud and stuff. Freakazoid's pushing through smoke. Rick's getting a double kill at long. EchoFox turning on the flames right now.
Yeah, this is look good for EchoFox in this round. Everything working out here a little bit. Stewie getting caught off guard by someone pushing through the smoke. Perhaps taste of his own medicine.
I like it. You have to play a little wild. You know, you can't just play this. Wait for the smoke.
2 parts crazy.
2 parts crazy. You gotta be a little aggressive sometimes. Know when to be aggressive. Know when not to be aggressive. It's like wax on, wax off, Jason. Looks like Cloud9. They're just sitting up cat. They toss a couple smokes middle. Sean Garris, though, he knows it's not a B split because we have 2 people with EchoFox in middle. Shazam's perfectly lined up for this.
I mean, in reality, this is the perfect call from Cloud9. They probably don't, they can't know it. But if Skidoodle wins that fight, they have the bomb site, and that's the thing. That anything that can try and take some guns out of these hands. But Shazam just hits 2 very, very nice shots, just very, very standard shots. But closes the round out with everyone from EchoFox surviving. So that's the critical part. Now, after this 1 win, even if they lose this next round, they can't be reset. They can rebind the next round because everyone's going to have a little bit of money. So they're safe for at least 1 more.
They are, and they do have an off Shazam still. You know, he's the only one up and 1 man up, but it's working.
Yeah, I mean, they just simply haven't had the money to go for 2, even if they wanted to. And that's a good find right around the edge of the smoke. Hard for Skidoodle to find him. That's really well done.
It looks like Shazam's going to rotate way back to long rail, long car area, and looks like Cloud9's going to kind of stick to their default. They're just going to sit back, maybe try to listen for kind of any aggressive pushes or anything. The bomb is in B tunnel, so it looks like they might head to a B hit right now. Stewie is falling back towards the B tunnels.
Well, they do. We saw Automatic just throw that flashbang, and this is pretty delayed, about 1 minute and 15 seconds when he throws it. So that's to help them get mid control, to push back any presence on Catwalk if it was there, just in an effort to deny information to the EchoFox side. If anyone's on Catwalk, they could have had a quick flank. They could have been able to hear some footsteps or kind of see what's coming. So they want to, you know, in a 4-on-5, they're trying to take away what advantage they can before they decide where to go.
And so now, with them pushing up Cat and not really spotting anyone middle, they have a pretty good idea that they're playing the long A kind of rail setup.
This is perfect, though. They've thrown a little bit of a distraction towards A. Now they're going to do a mid to B split, and Roke up in the window. I mean, that shuts it down. Roka's presence there, because Sean was all alone. Stewie seemed like he just couldn't find Roka no matter how slowly he creeped out. So another strong round from EchoFox, and they're about to make a comeback into this. They're about to make this respectable when it looked a little bit scary for him. Cloud9 might choose to force up here. They have a little bit of money. But actually, they're going to be playing it conservative. They're not. They're going to go half investment and buy in the next round. But either way, EchoFox on the verge of putting 4 on the board and starting to close this gap slowly.
Yeah, and what Cloud9 did that last round is not only to find out information by pushing back Catwalk, but it's also they know that if they're at long rail and they want to have a mid split, it takes longer for Team EchoFox to rotate in on them because, you know, they have to run a longer distance. So, you know, there's some thought in the plan process of pushing people back Catwalk. Looks like Cloud9, though. They're going to just do a little old, let's just go up Catwalk.
Well, they don't have to push anyone back off Catwalk this time. It's just kind of given to them. The tough part is going to be actually getting into the site. They have plenty of utility, though. I mean, 4 smokes, they've got a boatload of flashbangs, so they've got plenty of advantages here, and actually, maybe not advantages, but they have plenty of tools to make an opportunity for themselves. Shazam, he's timed it okay, but they both get blind. Freakazoid out in the open, so those flashbangs are especially effective. Now Shazam, they know he's here. He's taking a shot, so they can clean him out. He's got to get aggressive, and he misses that. That's going to spell his death. Rix now has to just hold long. He's got to wait for his teammates, but Cloud9, I'm not sure if there's a way that EchoFox can get back into this round. So many advantages. They've salvaged 2 weapons as well. Good flashbang there from Sean, but still damage being dealt, just being chipped away, and Rick's out towards long. He's pretty much all on his own, though he wins that initial battle. He's dinked up now into a 3-on-3 as they continue to try and make this retake happen. With very little utility, nothing does find Rick, so that's 1/2 of the retake, and there's nothing again. He's got 2 kills in the round, and Sean is bailing out, bugging out and going home, and that's going to be a 9th for Cloud9.
Yeah, it was that boatload of flashes that just kind of...
It was a boatload.
And Freakazoid, I don't know why he was pushed in front of the box there in A. That was a weird spot to be in, especially when you have a person already at long. I mean, you don't have to worry about your long if there's already a guy in pit. So why are you pushing that weird spot?
I mean, I look at it this way. Oftentimes, when players think it's going to be like an anti-eco or an anti-force spy, they play in spots they probably wouldn't play. They sometimes wouldn't play in gun rounds. But even against guns, that spot is just so exposed to every flashbang that's thrown. You can dodge 3 or 4, and that 5th one will still get you. So I mean, just being that exposed, I mean, that's so tough for Shazam to recover from that as an AWPer with no support. So now fast long play. There are still guns on the EchoFox side. Roka gets the opening kill. Can anyone get caught off? Automatic had a chance. Not able to complete it. But again, I mean, the crazy thing is, despite EchoFox being down 6 rounds at the moment, in this half, they've had, you know, despite that 0-5 start, outside of that, they've had plenty of rounds where they've gotten an opening kill. They've had a man advantage in many, many rounds.
Yeah, EchoFox has been this, like right here, they have kind of 2 kills off the bat, but then they kind of like leave open a bomb site, and their retake game isn't too strong right now. It's they've been failing on their retakes, and on a map like Dust2, you have to have a couple coordinated retakes that, especially in A, because it's almost impossible to always stop every A take, and especially against a good team that can aim and have coordinated smokes and flashes, you need to rely on the retake.
Yeah, you either rely on retaking the bomb site, or the other plan is don't lose it to Tech9s.
I mean, that's always the number one game plan.
One or the other. Either way, Rix is being a monster here over towards Carr. That's a sick performance, especially considering they knew he was there. They actually missed a Molotov earlier on to flush him out. So Skadoodle's the only one left in a 1-on-5. I mean, again, the best he can hope to do is get 2 or 3 kills and just try and trim the economy down of EchoFox.
Yeah, with he has lots of money, so I think at this point he just wants to try to get as many kills as possible. So he doesn't mind like maybe being killed at this point.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I'm him, because I mean, he should know, or Automatic should be saying something. He only has 900. Ooh, nice hops. That's a nice pick off out of the sky from Roka as well. I almost would have liked to see him save that because, I mean, who was it? Only had 900. I think it was
this is true.
Nothing, or Automatic only had 900. So he could have used a drop. He could have used an AK, which Skadoodle had money for. So they could have had an op and an AK, an extra AK in this round.
That's a very good point, Jason. Actually, I was kind of back in my mind, I was like, maybe he could have saved, but like.
I mean, there was only 20 seconds left.
Yes.
Regardless, he makes the other decision. They still have 5 AKs. They're just, I mean, they still have 4 AKs in an op. It's just they're a little bit low in utility. And they're going to go fast aggression. This is some of the Cloud9 we've seen recently, how aggressively and how quickly they are willing to take this. And Sean's already under pressure. I don't know if he expected nothing to be that close, but he wins it anyways. Roka's blind, but they haven't made their way into the site yet. This B-head is slowed down massively. There's Roka. 1 kill for him. He's got to try and do more, and he does. Headshot onto Automatic. He's still biding his time, and he picks one out of the sky. That's nicely done. Stewie is the last one left, but Roka has shut this down before he falls. But a nice defense on that B bomb site.
Roka just coming up big in that site. Sean, I don't think he should have pushed through that smoke when you know, you have an Opera in the back of B. You know, you kind of have to support him a little bit, and you kind of left him hanging, but Roka had to pull 2 amazing shots just to come out with a win.
He had faith.
He had faith?
He had faith in Roka. Sometimes the mama bird's just got to push the baby bird out of the nest. That's what he just did to Roka. He's like, all right.
What if they fall and just die?
That's life, man.
That's life, Jason. Okay, sometimes it is life, Jason. I agree with you.
Getting deeply philosophical at ESL Pro League tonight. Well, finally, the last round of the half is when Cloud9 runs out of money on this T side. They have armor and pistols, and Rix with the P90. He turns around at an inopportune moment, but he recovers nicely. Oh, and a little bit of a team block, but Freakazoid makes up for it nicely. And Shroud, he's got to be a little bit careful. 2-on-4 situation, scouting the Tech9 and the remaining players, but a good hold from Freakazoid after killing his teammate.
Yeah, Rix, you have a P90. You don't have to reload. Just keep shooting, man.
He did seem a little scared, didn't he?
He did.
Like,
he had 30 bullets
very early.
He had 30 bullets left in the P90. That's the point of the P90. Just use your bullets. Spray, baby. Just spray.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Catwalk is about all that Cloud9 has left to him. There's a push into upper B tunnels. Sean has already pushed up, so he's getting all the information. 1 player at car, 1 player on the ramp. So they're pretty well boxed in, and that Molotov is going to slow things down. And as long as EchoFox just plays contain, they should be all right. No reason for them to get too aggressive here.
Yeah, EchoFox have him completely cut off almost. I mean, it's Shangar's lower tunnels and Roka's in the mid, so they got a pretty good idea that these guys are up cat, and Shroud is trying to corner peek everything. He has to kill Shazam right here if he wants. Oh, spots his elbow. And he hits him.
That was a nice flash as well. Unfortunately, there's nothing to take out Freakazoid at that headshot angle. Ooh.
Freakazoid, AKing up. Give this guy an AK, please.
Technically got 5 kills that round.
Technically, yeah.
So an unofficial
ace.
I think if you include the team kill. But either way, a good comeback for EchoFox in that first half. It was looking dire for a moment. We'll see if they can take the win in the second half. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with ESL Pro League.
kill in that bomb. It can't be planted inside. FNX has to stay up. Oh, he gets the triple FNX. Oh my god, what a way to win that round. They don't have a smoke, so this orb is still.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, TheScoreEsports.com, Mountain Dew, and ESEA.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ESL Pro League. About to go into the second half. It ended up 9-6 in the favor of Cloud9 after 15 rounds. And how'd you like that first half? What'd you think?
I liked what Cloud9 was doing for the most part, but EchoFox, they seem to have another answer. They kind of showed a little bit of life there towards the end of the half, and it was just nice pickup. Roka with the Alp and B, and good old Freakazoid and Catwalk. He was
Good old Freakazoid.
Good old Freakazoid.
Yeah, not the mutants that Ryu thought they were.
What kind of mutant do you think they would be, though, if they were a mutant?
I think if Freakazoid was a mutant, I think he'd be, what, like Juggernaut?
The Juggernaut? I could see that. He's a pretty big guy.
I think that would make the most sense.
I mean, he has big biceps and big neck.
Who would Sean be?
Sean? I'd say he'd be, you know, I mean, most people say, oh, Professor X, but no, I'm going to go with...
Leave that for the bald guys, all right? Give us one.
I'll give you one.
Give us one.
I'm saying Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
I see him just sneaking around all the time. I don't know.
All right.
Teleporting, lagging, who knows?
All right, so, well, here comes the Juggernaut, and he's going to back away. Didn't gain enough momentum, didn't want to take long, so he's going to back off a little bit, but information gain, he knew that they had some kind of a presence out towards long. I don't think he spotted the second player, which is Shroud. And good old Skadoodle with the kit, as we often see.
I like the kit. You have to play a team. You have to be a team player, okay, Jason? Kit smoke is the way to go.
No, you don't have to be a team player. It would be nice, but you don't have to. Yeah. Stewie is going to be in this B-bomb site, and he's just jump spotting, and he missed the timing. There's one close to the doors. He's not ready for this. Flashbang comes over. Oh, but it blinds Freakazoid as well. He gets stopped, transitions to the Glock, gets one more before being taken out. Sean is going to press forward as well, but nothing's already down. But they've taken a lot of damage for this site. The bomb is going to go down. Shazam is in upper B tunnels. He'll find a one-on-one versus Shroud. How diligent is Shroud going to be in clearing his corners? Now he puts on the brakes, and he actually spots an elbow, but Shazam's going to win it. So quickly now, EchoFox actually, as Sean just finds automatic right there at the end. Skadoodle's in a 1-on-3, and there's no winning this. Rix pushes out door. So EchoFox close the gap again with the pistol round, 7-9. So pistol split.
That almost went really bad for EchoFox at first. They had some nice flashes, then they team flashed. I don't know if it was a team flash. Yeah, I think it was a team flash.
I mean, this is he recovers nicely, but that Stewie was in a lot of trouble. He's so very lucky that EchoFox, that Freakazoid got team flashed. Because of that jump spot, he had like fallen down at some point. So with the timing of it, Freakazoid was allowed to get so close up along the wall that Stewie actually didn't spot him whatsoever. So I think how close he was actually surprised him a little bit.
Yes, and it was a nice recovery by EchoFox. They did win pistol, and now they're already out long. I kind of like this. Roka is just pushed out long. Rix is kind of baiting him around. And now Roka's going to swing. He's kind of stuck, though. He's behind the smoke, cut off his teammate. Nice flash by Rix. How did that kill?
Yeah, well, flashbangs exchange, but there's no progress being made from Cloud9 until just now. Automatic, even with low HP, 13 health, he gets the Mac 10. But there's going to be cat presence. They're just basically rushing up. And Stewie's already dropped to the scout. He's got a chance to get one, but Sean ends that quickly. So now the A site is lost, and there's no way to get back into this round for Cloud9. All they can hope to do is a little bit more damage. Rix is watching for it. He gets dinked up. And nothing will know that. So he's probably saying, you know, automatic with this Mac 10, just go out with the trigger down and hope a bullet hits him.
Hopefully, and he's pushed out that long, and Freakazoid is flanking automatic right now. So he's going to look like he's going to get sandwiched. And he does. See, one thing to note about buying pistol armor on the second round, especially on a map like Dust2, as I said before, is a lot of long-range exchanges, and it's a big investment to just buy armor. Like, I prefer them to buy pistols, no armor, so then the next, if the next round happens, that they'll have more utility on the gun round.
Yeah, that would be nice, right?
Yeah,
the fourth round, have some smokes, have some flashbangs to
Yeah,
use.
it'd be nice.
All good things.
It'd be nice. They're running deep right now in Shroud. You know, he decided to buy a nade anyways. You know, just trying to buy that lone nade. Hopefully that nade will kill 2 people. Automatic, though, has also a nade. They're buying to 2,000, looks like. Those 2 people. Skadoodle saved for an AWP. So they won't have much utility if they lose
I mean,
this round.
those nades are bought by Spawn because they just want to nade the cave, since that's where EchoFox in the last round made their initial presence, was out towards long, that setup that you liked so much. So they try and counter it, but it doesn't work. And with 2 nades thrown out towards long, I mean, you can see this is going to be a little bit faster. Everyone's sticking together, just going into the B site. They have the information 2 nades are thrown out towards long, so they get a site for free.
Yeah, $600, 0 HP done. I don't know. I don't think that's a great investment.
Well, I mean, you can envision a round in which there's 200 damage done.
True. You know, I'm being a little pessimistic, Jason. I'm sorry.
You are being pessimistic. You're not normally pessimistic. What happened while I was gone, Eric?
You know.
A young lady break your heart?
No, not that. It's just reading Twitter and Twitch chat and everything. It just,
Why do you do that?
You know, sometimes you just got to be positive, Jason. You got to look above it. Got to put it behind you. It's got to be a better person. Everyone can use improvement to be a better person. Even you. Even you seem so perfect, Jason.
Oh, I would argue. Oh, Shazam just shuts down automatic. He actually hits Stewie as well through the door. So that's hitting Stewie through 3 surfaces. The door, 2. The door and his teammate. I mean, I guess flesh and bone maybe for 3.
Oh.
But Skadoodle evens things up. So 4-4. Fair play from the Oppers of both teams chiming in to get the opening kills. So things are going to slow down a little bit. Rix is already up, as you can see here, but the rest of his teammates are so far away. 1 top mid, 1 out towards long, 1 out towards B. I mean, this is just kind of a broken up default because of only having 4 players. Everyone's got eyes on something, but it's basically a one-man battle everywhere.
Yeah, EchoFox. So Sean Garrett is leaving the B tunnels back to T spawn, so it looks like it's definitely going to be working towards A. Roka's about to sneak out. He's holding the long doors. He's thinking twice about taking this long. And Cloud9 does have a long A set up right now, and looks like the bomb's going towards Cat.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things afforded by the fact that they have Skadoodle with that AWP out towards Car, which, I mean, obviously EchoFox is going to know he's in this area, but with the AWP, he can take a battle out towards A. He doesn't have to be super committed, but he's got to watch lower, and Rix is going to win that. No, he's not. Can't connect the spray. Does his best Lagia impression. And now Skadoodle's got the angle out towards Cave. Bomb is being planted, but Roka's got to time this well. He knows more than anything this AWP is going to be zoned in. So the tough part, Skadoodle with such low HP, it's going to be interesting to see how he plays this. Either way, 1 site, 1 cat, and 1 out towards long. And Skadoodle is going to be the one watching that flank, and it's going to be Shroud who's aggressive from long. And there goes Skadoodle. Rix wins that battle, and oh, what a nice shot from Shazam. Shroud now trying to find Roka. Timing's not quite there, and Sean's just going to be able to clean things up. So no avenue for the retake in Cloud9. All 3 players of EchoFox survive. They take the lead, the first lead they've had in this game, at 10-9.
Yeah, nice patience by Roka right there at long. He was waiting for Sean because Sean knew that they fell back long, and he was going to wait for his contact, his call for him to actually sneak out long. It was a nice play by Roka. He shot a person in the back. It's good stuff. You have to have that good teamwork. And Freakazoid taking out Stewie immediately in that middle. And now Cloud9, I think they have 2 people in CT spawn, so if EchoFox does a B split, they should be in trouble. A little crossfire going.
All right, so Shroud with the scout. Ooh, and he tags Freakazoid through the door. Doesn't do too much damage, but dangerous. And there's Rix entering into B. There's that P90. This time he realizes he's got so many bullets, and he doesn't stop. 2 kills out of it for him, and that's going to be the round. So nothing close to the door. Skadoodle and CT spawn. They get aggressive. He does find a kill. So does Skadoodle. Can they get anything else? Ooh, that was a very, very narrow miss there, but Sean's going to end it with the pistol.
If he had 5.7, he probably would have headshot him through the door, killed him. You know, 5.7.
You know, you preach this big game about positivity, but all I've heard is cynical things from you these past couple rounds.
All right, Jason,
Where's the DeBears that we know and love? The one who was talking about how you can go to Mars if you just believe.
Maybe it's the update. Maybe the update kind of made me a little sour with the jump boosting by yourself and, you know, jumping shots all the time. You know, it's gotta be better about that, Jason.
You sound so old. Back in my day.
Back in my day.
We didn't have self-boosting.
You couldn't even AWP and shoot and move, and back in my day.
Well, Skadoodle, oh, Shazam misses a shot. The timing again works out in his favor. It did seem like Shazam had the jump anyways, just missed it. But a huge find for Cloud9 is Shazam being down, that AWP. And now look at this, the repositioning. You don't normally see that out of Skadoodle. He goes towards mid, and he does great damage on the Rick's. A leg shot down to 20.
Yeah, that was a nice reposition by Skadoodle. A fast mid shot. He does hit him low, and now he's going to fall back to the rails. So I like that move by Skadoodle. He's usually a turret standing in one area, but he's mixing it up right now, and that's something you got to do. You got to evolve as a player to, you know, keep people guessing. If you do the same thing every time, people are going to counter you and just run you over, especially against top teams.
Well, Cloud9 trying to, keep this close. Got to sting a little bit when you lose that first lead so late in the game, or you lose the lead for the first time so late in the game. So, I mean, EchoFox with firm control, they've been fantastic. They've had a very good stretch. Sean's going to try and peek up towards this B bomb site, but neither Stewie or Automatic is peeking. Double op setup on this T side right now, obviously going to slow things down. It's going to be tough as well to entry into this B bomb site. If they lose an AK and don't get a return, you can see Sean even bringing out the Deagle. Nothing, trying to find any damage he can. It doesn't work. Freakazoid blind, but he gets the kill anyways, but there's Stewie. Cleans things up. That's the bomb as well. They've got to come back for it, and nothing now has come through the smoke. Just down to Freakazoid. Only 11 HP. And actually, he's got to go hunting. He's got to be the aggressor, else he will. They'll just let the timer run out before killing him. So wisely, he goes and gets himself killed. 10 to 11, but still, look at all the money that's built up on Roka and Sean. Both of them over 10K. But I mean, Freakazoid's very poor, so he's going to need to drop. So this money's actually going to dwindle pretty quickly, all things considered.
Yeah, he buys an AWP and drops it for Shazam, which is smart. You know, lead AWPer. Primary AWPer. It was a nice move last round by Stewie to hop out that window at that time. I mean, if you play against a person like Stewie, you just got to expect the unexpected with him, because he's always pushing, he's always doing crazy stuff. And it's always good to just kind of like, maybe just be random like him at that same time that he does it, you know? Just like little mind games, like, oh, you think you're going to push me? No, I'm going to push you, Stewie. Do a little dance, you know? Do a little dancing. You got a tango.
Well, that round win from Cloud9 ends a 5-round streak for EchoFox. So 5-1 and 1 loss in the last 6 rounds for EchoFox as they've returned to make this comeback and take the lead. Bomb is dropped top mid. I'm not sure if they realize it quite yet, but that'll slow things down if they have any success. Very, very far away. So actually, you can see Roka's coming to get it now. And this one mishap, normally you'd see him as the lurker just watching out towards long. He'd come out late to kind of assassinate those players as soon as they turn to help to defend the A bomb site. But because that he had to pick up the bomb, that might leave an interesting part of this this attack. You know, it's gone now. They have no one at long. So it's looking like it's going to be 5 players up catwalk.
Yeah, it looks like they might do the smoke drop down, though. Let's see if they do that, because they have all 5 people there. So it does drop down. Pushing through the smoke, pushes long. Skadoodle's blind, and he does get a pick off. Nice play by EchoFox, but Cloud9 does have 2 people long, so it is possible to retake, but it needs big plays from Nothing and Shroud at this long retake.
Nothing now. That's a good recovery on a Freakazoid after missing the initial shot. They know there's one at single box. That's Roka. They're just trying to spam through, make him feel a little bit uncomfortable. Ooh, what a find. 1 tap on a Nothing. Ends him, and now you can already see it's a save for Cloud9. Stewie and Automatic, they know with 1 player out towards long, they don't have any grounds to retake because they have no one. They don't have enough manpower to support them coming up that ramp. So a good take from EchoFox. Cloud9, I mean, they lose another one, and with 3 guns, at least in the next round, they'll be able to buy. Nothing and Skadoodle have pretty good money in the bank, and even Shroud can drop if need be. So still a chance here to have another buy late, and they have to stop this run that's going on, because EchoFox, I mean, they're on the verge of taking complete control of this down the stretch.
Yeah, smart move by Cloud9 by saving the guns, not losing any more at the end of the round. You need all the money and guns you can get, and, you know, have another chance to win a round.
It's a cheeky little tap.
Yeah, you know, like just a little 1 tap. That's Roka's known for. He loves to do that tappity tap dupe tap. Looks like Shazam. He has a spawn. I like when an AWPer has a spawn. You take this fast AWP long, see if you catch a person. Now, I don't know if he spotted Skadoodle that pushed towards long, because I don't think he spotted him.
This is one of the rare rounds I think we've seen Skittles not have an AWP, so no op on the defense. That'll be pretty interesting to see how they adjust over towards A. Although to be fair, even with the op, we've seen that A take has been pretty successful for EchoFox on this T side.
Yeah, with that nade angle, Shazam now knows he's in the pit. And so now they know that they're playing kind of a pit long setup. Nothing's playing in the... You know, he's playing on cat wall. He's going to spot the cat stairs push.
Well, that smoke has done a decent job of mimicking what a defense would look like if they were playing on catwalk. So you can see there's a Molotov used, there's some good nades, it slows things down just a little bit. So buying a bit more time. Nothing's going to just try and guess when he can throw this nade. See if there's going to be maybe waiting for a pop flash from the T side. But no, he's just going to throw it now. It does decent damage. Rick's down to 70, so softens him up a little bit. But Shazam's already out mid to try and peer up towards the B bomb site. There's a smoke there, and Sean somehow just takes the shot and wins it. Why not? Kill through the smoke, and I mean, already you have to look as well. Shroud and Skadoodle with these two M4s are already playing dedicated out towards long, so it's going to be another free A bomb site. And again, I'm not sure if Cloud9 is going to have what it takes to retake this. We haven't seen it too successful. They've got a backstab coming in from the B site. That's Freakazoid on alert.
Looks like Sean Garrett's going to sit back. He's going to get flanked by Stewie right now, but he's ready for it.
No, he's not.
He was ready for it. He was looking. He was.
He was ready, but you know, you got to be ready when it happens. I think Freakazoid was just spotted there. Oh, this retake. Shroud just throws a flashbang up a Hail Mary. There's Shazam. Finds one down into a 2-on-1. And Shazam peaks a little early. He's trying to whittle it down into a 1-on-1, but Shroud wins that. A critical round for Cloud9. They're going to get up towards 11.
Yeah, Sean Garrett's right there. He should have been holding that long A angle. He kind of played that little weird, because, I mean, the point of being long A when you have people up catwalk is the late push behind the long retake. And if he did that instead of going towards middle, he might have killed Shroud in the back, and they would have, you know, not won the round.
Freakazoid not known for his lurks.
No, not that I know of.
that is kind of funny seeing him lurking a little bit, just because he's known as like that pure entry fragger, the guy who will run through any situation. As soon as Sean says it, he'll do whatever.
He's a soldier.
A soldier.
Soldier of war.
He's the juggernaut.
He just runs. That's what he needs to be doing, running, not walking. Juggernaut does not walk. Shroud, he's playing the lone A right now. They're Cloud9 has kind of a...
They have two there. They threw one out towards long. They had a... It looked like nothing in Skadoodle were both on the ramp, but they've fallen back. Skadoodle's now at his home by those cars.
Yeah, and EchoFox does have all 5 people towards middle in the catwalk area, and it looks like they might try what's been working, and that's the smoke drop. So I think they're going to fake the B pinch right here. Oh, no.
They're going to push right to CT spawn. The smoke to block it off, and nothing's not ready for it whatsoever. That's a good find. A nice call as well. A new look onto this A hit, and Cloud9's not ready for it. Rick's with another one, down to just 3. Skadoodle's already low. They have to give this up. And they can't. They've already lost too many players, so it doesn't even matter if they wanted to. A couple nice shots from Shroud. 1 on 3 now. He's looking for that tap, and it could have been doable if he found Shazam there. He's brought him so low, but he's not ready for Sean just to run right up around that Molotov. But what a good call from EchoFox. 2 smokes on each side of mid, and they just barrel into CT spawn.
That was an amazing setup by Team EchoFox right there. They knew that the one time they hopped down cat or hopped off cat into spawn, but now Nothing who was kind of thinking, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready for it, but instead they push out middle and just flank him to spawn. It's a nice little reverse.
Yeah, reverse. That's
reverse. Reverse.
Way to bring some basketball football terminology into this. I know my sports. Well, pop flash out towards long. Freakazoid at the opening kill onto Shroud. Should be a pretty easy round, but Cloud9, they've got no more to give up. EchoFox is going to be at 14 after this, unless something crazy happens. Good find from nothing. They weren't prepared for him to be there. But still, advantage of range in Roka. That's a good kill from him. One more. They're taking long-range duels. He does get dinked, but at that range, he doesn't do too much damage. And now it should be pretty easy taking over towards the safe site.
He's gonna swing out long, gets an easy kill. Roka killing Stewie, and now Cloud9's in a little pickle.
Well, here's the thing. It feels like they haven't really touched the B bomb site since Pistol Round.
Yes.
It feels like they've been saying, we know Skadoodle is going to be at car. We know the rest of them are going to be playing out towards long. And it just seems like every time they've gone towards A, they know they're not going to meet resistance. They know it's going to be all about the retake. Freakazoid's had plenty of success dropping down and picking Skadoodle off. So EchoFox, maybe Sean with his experience, obviously playing in Cloud9 with a lot of these players, you know, bringing a little bit of his own ideas on how to counter them. Well, Stewie gets a scout kill onto Sean, as I say that. One of the players he's never played with, so that explains it.
You know, it's a little
just
randomness.
verifies everything I just said.
You know, hey, you know, you're right, Jason, in every single way. Stewie, though, he's a special player. When he has any gun, he can kill anyone, it seems like. He's just jumping around. He's a crazy man. Crazy young man.
2 parts crazy.
2 parts crazy, of course. Actually, I think he's more like 3 parts.
He might be 3 parts
He's
crazy.
extra crazy, because with the stuff that he's done, extra crazy.
Well, he better do something crazy here, because it's going to be a 1-on-4. He's got a hopping 3 AKs. Oh, they line up for him! You can see him coming! He's got 4 in the round! Shazam finally shuts it down, but you could see that play forming. That is dirty. And now it's just Shazam in a 1-on-4. Stewie buys him a lifeline.
Oh, Stewie. Stewie! With the scout, you could do anything.
The X-ray there is just so perfect. You knew it was coming. What a round. Stewie delivers again. Shazam now going to get this bomb planted.
Shazam, though, he picks up the AK, so he's going to be doing, he has a lot of work ahead of him. He gets blind off the bat. Nice flashes. Skadoodle jumping with the shotgun. Stewie just
why not?
winning the round for them. 4 kills with the scout, 2 with a double headshot.
Yeah, a critical round to win as well, because they were, I mean, that was a half buy. That was like a weird purchase for them, because, I mean, they were basically playing for the tie there, just because they didn't have the money to have any kind of solid buy. Well, that reverses it. That turns things around. There's still plenty of money on the EchoFox side. He hit 2, he kills 2, and he tags up Rix, I think, with that shot as well, and that just cleans him up afterwards. So.
Yeah, it was weird how, as you saw in that thing, 1, they were all lined up. 2, 3 of them pulled out nades at the same time. So no one could even react and shoot him when he popped up.
Even if they could react, they were all in a line, they would have just shot each other in the back.
Yeah, exactly. So EchoFox, a little amateur move right there. You know, you never line up in B tunnels. That's just a cardinal rule right there. You don't line up in a little corridor like that. You just don't. You just don't, Jason.
You just don't.
You just don't. Spread out. Use your guns. Show little cojones.
Well, now. As if you find another way to say balls.
Hey, you know, I gotta keep it fresh.
Well,
you know, EchoFox not keeping it fresh right now. They're doing a little catwalk hold. They have 2 out long, so it looks like they're gonna send an extra person towards that long. Roka, Sean Garris. Shroud is all alone, so if they're able to split Skadoodle and Shroud, they can easily take long.
back to this trusty A hit. Skadoodle's got a big job to do, but he's in a lot of trouble right now. He's got to make a crazy decision. Uses the op like a shotgun. Unfortunately, there's nothing else he can do after that. He's stuck in a really tough place as his defense. Shroud out towards long died immediately. That's why Skadoodle had to get so aggressive out towards connector. And again, another A take for EchoFox. This time, though, Cloud9, I mean, they have the players here. They've already gotten up catwalk, so 2 in the sight, 2 out towards long. Shazam missing shots. This is critical. He's burning as well. It dissipates, but he gets the kill he needs to. Down to a 2-on-3, and Rix falls, although now he has to get 1 of them. Down into a 2-on-2. Roka looking for more, but Stewie finds that as well, and somehow Cloud9 has clawed their way back into this round. The fire is burning. There's Sean, and I don't think there's anything Automatic can do. He's going to go for the defuse. He's got to stick it, but Sean, he's coming back for it. He's played the time, and he does land the shot. Got a little dicey.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy hold right there by EchoFox. Last couple matches I've seen of them, their bomb site holds have been pretty lackluster. Maybe they need to come up with a couple more setups, or at least more communication in holding the bomb, because it seems like they almost fall apart in a lot of post-plant setups. Just have a contact person.
Play contact.
You know,
have a contact.
goes like on first contact. So, you know, people are hiding. As soon as he shoots, bam. We have 2 people peeking at the same time. Okay, he dies. Next contact person. You know, keep it. It's about communication here. Communication. Does EchoFox have it?
Communication is a two-way street. Yeah, I did just see that clip. I missed that one while I was absent. The Mo Splice communication video. That was good.
It's a good one.
I like that. 15-12 on the verge of handing Cloud9 their first loss of the season. This would be huge for EchoFox, and that would help them climb the standings as they are currently in 5th place. Well, smoke flash out in mid. Rix is the only one here. He's going to clear it. Nothing does great damage, but can't complete the kill. Stewie again with the scout in the B bomb site doing work, and Shazam unscopes. Although Freakazoid does clean things up, but now they've still got to get into this site. Cloud9 is starting to rotate over. They've got a bit of a jump. They've delayed a long time to have teammates close by. And Shazam and Rix are so low. There is a nade and a Molotov on automatic. Those could be game changers.
That Molly probably didn't hit. I don't even know if that hit anything.
That's just blocking off anyone's passage up towards the window for the moment. The question becomes, where does automatic use this? Molotov in the back. There's no one there, but that would flush a player out of that back platform. There's a flashbang up. He's not going to use the nade. They're just going to go in with this flashbang. Shazam's blind for just a half second, but recovers in time, and he's covering Roka so well. There's Rix, and it's all over. EchoFox. They've taken Dust2 away from Cloud9, and that means Cloud9 is now 16-1. People were wondering if they were going to go undefeated.
It's hard to go undefeated.
But the revenge of Sean.
Revenge of Sean. He's burning for this win. You know, that former teammates, you always want to play a little harder, play a little better against them. That's how it usually is.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, that A bomb site for Cloud9 was weak that whole half. And actually, I mean, you could even say that that B hit at the end was a little bit of a mix-up they probably weren't prepared for. So, I mean, nice calling from Sean, certainly.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. You have to hit B once in a while. You can't just keep going A. I mean, some teams do, but against a top team like Cloud9, you can't keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? It worked for most of it. They did it like 8 rounds in a row, that A hit. They knew they were always going up against a retake. So pretty good stuff. And I mean, we're going to send this one over to the desk so they can chat about it a little bit, because I know we had our fun with that match. But overall, what'd you think?
I thought it was a good match. I thought EchoFox held the composure. Cloud9 with a nice hot start, but EchoFox was like, no. We're going to come back. No.
Well, let's hear what Ryu and Tom have to say. I would like to hear what kind of mutant Ryu thinks he would be.
I miss the optimistic mutant Bears. That's who I miss. Like, he's my positivity duo guy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, man. He was a little bit Debbie Downer more so than I was ever expecting to hear from him. But first loss of the season for Cloud9. I was really surprised that, so having scrimmed Cloud9 on that map, I know that they have like 4 different A setups that are pretty strong. They feel very confident leaving Stewie on an island. Sometimes they'll boost a player. I guess now it would probably be automatic. They'll boost him at the box in spawn, and they'll leave Stewie on an island, and then they'll play essentially 4 towards B with a little bit of mid to B support because they have that much faith in Stewie. Right. I don't think they ran it at all. It seemed like the same setup almost every round CT side. And Sean was just calling, let's just keep hitting. Hey, we'll neutralize Skadoodle, who I think had a pretty quiet game for the way he's been playing overall, and just didn't seem to really. They didn't seem to have the adjustments necessary, or even if they did have them, for maybe some reason, maybe they're like they don't want to showcase everything they've got going into upcoming matches or something. But it just seemed like it was very easy for Sean to read that, call it, pick it apart. I thought Ronnie played really, really well for Rix played really well for EchoFox, both halves of the map, and we just didn't see that adjustment made from Cloud9, especially on that second half on their CT side. Ronnie went, you got 27 kills, had a really, really good match.
Well, it's just so hard to go undefeated, as the casters were saying, because everyone's going to be gunning out. You have a target on your back. Everybody wants to beat you, especially when you have 3 of your former team members. But it started off kind of shaky for EchoFox. I was a little bit worried for them, but they really started to turn it on in round 11.
With this start, with an 8-2 lead, I was curious if Cloud9 was just going to kind of keep the tempo up, keep the pressure applied. I think they did let off the gas a little bit. I actually, one of the things that they do that most teams don't do, with Stewie the way he's been playing and the way he likes to play super aggressive, we saw the couple rounds where they literally just ran out middle, and they put like super early pressure out middle, and that was the round that I feel like if they won, this was a blowout. They didn't win that round. Sean got a kill coming through the smoke, and then Roka with the AWP, which is not super common to see, had a really nice round, just staying alive at the back box in the bomb site at B. And after that round, it was like, okay, so it was like, could have been like 10-3 or whatever it was at that time. it was like, wow, 9-6 seems like it's a possibility. And then sure enough, that second half, they didn't make those adjustments. That's been the one concern. Like the way that they've been playing has been fantastic. So if I had one concern for Cloud9, it was how are they going to make adjustments if things aren't going well? Because that's what a really good in-game leader can do. So historically, what good coaches have done. And now we'll actually get to see it, interestingly enough, coming off of that first map performance, going and playing Dust2 again. I said that I thought if EchoFox lost map 1, Sean would make good adjustments and it would come out and we'd see a little bit of a closer map 2 again on Dust2. It'll be really cool to see how they, because now they're all kind of like, they all I guess give suggestions and then Stewie makes the ultimate call. It'll be really interesting to see if as a team they can say like, okay, well, what went wrong and how do we fix it, and then apply that for the second match.
Right, that was a big round for them. Another big round for them was round number 19, and that's one of the things that we didn't see coming out from C9 is anyone else necessarily step it up, just like we did see from EchoFox. I was definitely expecting someone like Stewie or Skadoodle even, just to go nuts and carry these guys and say, hey, we're going 17-0, but that just wasn't the case.
Yeah, interesting enough. So I thought Shazam had like a pretty good game. He's been playing really well. I don't think we saw him at that level in this particular map. I was actually most impressed with Roka's op, and I know that sounds really weird because he's known for being such a high potentially skilled rifler. But when he had the op, he seemed to have immediate impacts. Shazam was like okay, and then I just thought Skadoodle, had a really off game. And when your op on Dust2 isn't that effective, and you're literally playing like the same positions over and over, and it's clearly not working, and you don't make a change to that, a team led by someone like Sean's going to run over it, and that's exactly what we saw.
What type of adjustments do you think is going to happen in this next game, and do you think that C9 is going to be able to make the necessary adjustments to take down EchoFox?
I wouldn't mind seeing them. I wouldn't mind seeing them be a little bit more aggressive on the periphery of the map, maybe a couple tunnel pushes, something to just change it up. They know that they have player to player, they're going to be more skilled, so it'd be nice to see them say like, okay, we're just going to take fights. Not disrespect them, but play a little bit more loose on that CT side. It felt like it was the same setup round in and round out, and they didn't make any adjustments. So maybe fight catwalk a couple times, maybe a tunnel crunch, or maybe a push up middle, catch them off guard. I think if they do that, they can definitely win enough rounds CT side. And then T side, I liked the aggression. It seemed like EchoFox was prepared for it. So maybe we'll see them with a little bit more structure, maybe some better utility use. The executes that they have, everybody kind of runs the same thing. We did see a really cool execute from EchoFox, is one that I'm super familiar with because we've got several different modifications off it where there's like 2 smokes at middle, one on the left side, one on the right side, and you can kind of mid B off of it, you can mid to A. And we saw them run a mid to A. I don't know if Cloud9 has that in their playbook because it's such a puggy map, but if they do, it would be a good time to pull it out.
Well, we'll find out what they're made of. Probably not going to hang their heads too low. It's bound to happen eventually.
You're 16-1. There's nothing to hang your head
It's
about.
probably actually a relief for them, so they don't have to be thinking about it in the back of their minds. But either way, that's a huge win for EchoFox. They're definitely upping their stock, trying to make their way towards the top 6. We'll find out what's going to happen next on Dust2 again. But guys, I want to give a shout out to the Score Esports. It's that time. Take out your phone, your iOS or Android device. Go to the Google Play App Store and give it a download. Again, it is the best place for news and stats. And we have Dust2 for the 3rd time. So if you love Dust2, today is your day. It's C9 taking on EchoFox after the break.